Well, from hearty bowls to crisp wines and desserts, a Portland restaurant is making plant-based meals quick and easy.
Fox So's Iowa Lace is here now to tell us more about how wildly good this new vegan cafe is. Good morning.
Good morning. And yeah, from the owner of Arden comes a fun, fresh take on plant-based dining. Kelsey Glasser is welcoming vegans and non-vegans alike to Wild Thing in the Alberta Arts District. This casual take-out restaurant will have you going wild for their bowls and wines and coffees and desserts and smoothies and beers and more. The list goes on, as you can tell. So I stopped by to talk with Kelsey and started by asking her how she sells her friends on trying plant-based meals in the first place.
I mean, I've had this conversation with so many of my friends, and I'm like, you don't have to become vegan, but we all know that vegetables are good for you, and probably the more vegetables you put into your diet and the more animal products you remove, the better you're gonna feel. And you don't have to go all or nothing, but like substitute one of your meals for a plant-based meal, for a bowl, and see how you feel.
When people come in to get their lunch, their dinner, what's the first thing they do?
They take a look at the menu and generally start to ask us, like, well, what do we do? Do we build our own, or do we pick one that's already sort of pre-designed? And the answer is whatever sounds like the most fun to you.
What's the most popular bowl?
It's probably the wild one. I guess that would be our namesake bowl. And I guess that one would be a little more salad-like, is all greens, and then it has broccoli, it has beef, I'm cheating, I'm looking up here, sumac pickled cabbage, sweet potato, and then we have a couple great sauces that we've made.
So, Kelsey, you are from Portland.
I am.
So what's it like being able to bring this brainchild of yours to life here in your home city?
It's really special. I mean, I grew up out in the Willamette Valley, which is farmland, and we grew up having a garden, and I got a different perspective because I lived in New York and I lived in LA, which are pretty big foodie cities, and granted, Portland is also now becoming a really big foodie city. And I saw the plant-based movement taking off a little more, especially in Los Angeles, and I just kept thinking, wow, like the Pacific Northwest has access to such amazing products, and like I would love to utilize those in a really delicious, accessible, fun way. I have a background in wine, and my first restaurant, Arden, has a real focus on wine. And so when we opened Wild Thing, I was like, what could we do with wine that would fit in with like more of a fast casual farm-to-table concept? And canned wine is getting so popular. And since we're primarily like takeout based here, we thought that that would be a fun thing to do. So we partnered with a local winemaker and actually did 2 blends. And it's a light, juicy red that's chillable. So sort of like picnic red wine, and then a really bone-dry, crisp white. So basically the things that I wanted to drink with these type of like veggie bowls. I just feel like we need better options of vegetables that are good for you, meaning they're local, they're farmed organically, and that they taste good, so that they're cooked properly, seasoned properly, and just taste fun. And that's what I want to eat most of the time, and I felt like I didn't have that in Portland, and I kept thinking, man, I would love a place like this to exist. So now it does.
That's right. And here's the cool thing. They even have a happy hour from 3 to 5, so you can try those bowls and their wine at a special price. It's definitely worth checking out. I think my favorite were the carrots.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Yeah, I want to read that menu closer. Looks good.